everybody. I'm
What's
S.
up?
Thank y'all for tuning in to Untouchable Topics, where you got a panel with over 40 years of friendship. That's why we call it the Squad Cast, not the Fraudcast. I'm gonna let the fellas introduce themselves.
My name is Maine. You call me whatever the fuck you want, just to call me late for dinner.
There
I'm on.
it is. I'm more love, man. That's my street name, man. Street soldier retired.
And it's your boy Neil P with the master plan. But hey,
Master plan.
fellas, this how we gonna
What it
kick
do?
this off, man. Being we new to this, but we gonna be true to this. My
Word.
question to y'all is, what y'all think about parenting? The difference in today and how we grew up.
Well, to me, you know what I mean. I think it got a little softer. You know what I mean. The discipline is different. You know what I'm saying? Because what the discipline that we got today would be called child abuse. You think what I'm saying? You got a
Child
kid
abuse.
picking up you got a kid picking up the phone calling the police on you if you touch a kid. Cause you gotta think
Yeah,
about how many people handled you when you was a kid. You was in the crib, you got handled. The community handled you if you was out of pocket. Football coaches handled you if you was out of pocket. In school, you got disciplined if you was out of pocket. Nowadays, you can't even touch the kid. You know what I'm saying? So the discipline is a
Period.
lot different. A lot
Yeah,
different. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? And then,
Remember?
I look at it like, all right, it's a lot of kids become friends with the parents too. The lines get crossed on that. You know what I mean? Now the friend, I hear kids calling their mom bro and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's too close. Is that the respect level is gone? You know what I mean?
yeah.
And
I ain't with
I
that.
just, I just don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? That's
Not at
I
just,
all.
I
Not at all.
I didn't heard kids call their moms by their name. Yo, what's up,
right,
yeah,
Harry? How
that's
you,
crazy.
Harry?
right, right.
What's up, bro? I'm like, what? I done got popped in the mouth like, psh.
Yeah,
What? As soon as you
exactly.
say, yo, psh, it'd have been, psh, you be like, yo, what happened? Got a
Yeah.
quick hand.
That fear, that fear of God
That
and that respect that you used to have for your mom and dad, you know what I mean? That it disappeared somewhere, you know what I mean? It disappeared somewhere.
Yeah, it did.
I think where it disappeared is they did get too friendly, and I think they got too friendly is because the kids is always in the house up under them. When we were younger, we was outside gone.
Get out of
When
here.
we came
Outside,
back,
yeah. Outside.
It's
Word.
it's it's rules you had to follow, bruh. Like them dishes had to be clean. That floor had to be swept and mopped. That
Yeah, like
room
But
had to be clean. Bruh,
but
on a
hey,
Saturday, you wasn't even allowed to be in the bed late. Your door
Nah.
get kicked in. God damn it, get up and go do something.
Right.
yeah,
These kids don't leave
Right.
the house and they too close to their parents, so now they become friendly. Now the respect level is gone because they treating them like they partner now. They talking to them
Yeah.
like they
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah.
That ain't
Now when you
cool.
now when you go to discipline them, it's like, yo, I thought we was cool. Nah, we ain't cool. We ain't peers. This is
period.
a parent child relationship. This ain't friends. This ain't peers. You talk to them like that. You don't talk to me like that. And that's just crazy. And
It also
that's just
gave them
crazy.
structure. Get up, taught you how to clean your room, wash the
Hmm.
dishes,
Yeah.
clean the bathroom. So when you got on your own, you already know how to do it. Cook,
that's
clean,
why. That's
wash
why we were
dishes.
man,
We
self-sufficient.
structured. So we
Right.
self-sufficient already. Taught you
Yeah,
how to get up and make a day out of your day. If you ain't go outside and smell like outside, what's wrong with you? You know how we used to smell like you smell like man, you
You
smell like
smell like
outside.
outside.
You
Word.
know what I mean? You be like,
Word.
yo,
hey,
you've been out there too long.
yeah,
These kids don't
yeah.
even know what that means.
They
you know
smell
what
like
else did it?
flowers.
You know what else did it for us a difference? Social
What's
media.
that?
We didn't have that when we was growing up. We didn't have internet. We didn't have YouTube. We didn't have MySpace, Facebook. We couldn't
Yeah.
pick up the computer and see what's going on 2 cities away. You know what I mean? It was outside.
Right.
So
We had
now that
this, huh?
social media, yeah, hey, that social media, man, it played a big part of how they raise now because They see stuff that's going on around the world that ain't necessarily the real deal where they living at. They try to emulate that.
hmm
I
Yeah.
seen an
You know what I
infant.
mean?
I seen an infant, man, with an iPad. Like what?
Oh
What
yeah.
is this? An
Oh
iPad.
Download,
Remember the
and they know how
etchy
to
sketches?
download.
Down
yeah.
how
Etch a
you
sketch.
download the etchy
Hey,
Etch
and
a
they know how
sketch?
to
sketch.
download. Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
know how to
yeah, yeah.
download.
My grandkid, she 4 years old. They bought
Eh,
her and
eh.
her brother both got iPads. And they know codes. They know everything. They know how to download, all that.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it
And
is.
you know, and
I
But
think right
and
now,
it's a that's a, pro and a con too with them iPads because if you teach them right and you showing them right and showing them what to look at
Yeah.
and they get used to what you showing them what to look at instead of looking through the things they self and you putting cartoons on there or
see, that's
it
the
should it should
difference.
it should always be something educational and
That's the difference.
something that's more advanced than you feel like your kid is already
Right.
You
so they
got you
can
Hmm.
got
understand.
you got a point there because even with the games they play, on the low, they be educational too, because it'd be a lot of counting and a lot of reading going on in
Right,
them
Oh,
right,
joints.
no doubt
exactly.
about it. No doubt about it. But the thing is, the parent ain't showing them. They're letting that iPad or that social media or that those video games raise their kids, and they get to do whatever they want to do in the house, and they're not actually interacting with them.
Right.
Hmm
That's
mm-hmm,
the
Right.
issue right there.
mm-hmm.
Remember
Yep.
back in the day we had we got teased for hooked on phonics. Remember
Yeah.
What
hooked
Oh
you
on
yeah.
phonics was
mean?
the learning key. You oh man, you
Yeah.
dumb. You got hooked on phonics, but that was the best tool that I used with
Yeah,
my kids to learn.
yeah,
Cause I told 'em,
yeah,
y'all ain't gonna be like how me. Nobody, our moms didn't have the resources to teach us. We like, man, what's this? Oh, I don't know. You better go to school. Oh, that's another
yeah,
whooping. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You're
yeah,
like, why
yeah,
I'm getting whooping because I'm trying to learn. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
just crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I
so
ain't mean to go off topic, but yeah,
Go ahead, you good.
no, you good. You
yeah,
good. Yeah, it's open discussion. It's all good. So that brings me to
yeah.
my next
Yeah.
point then. Is there a difference? I mean, I know it's a difference, but how do you feel about going about if you're raising a boy and a girl? Like, is there a difference or you discipline them the same? Me, I know I'm kind of soft for my daughter, but she's smart enough to know better. I don't know. I
It's
don't know. It's you know what I mean? I treat her different than
to
my
me.
son. Not to say I treat him
Yeah.
bad, but I'm just saying it's a difference. I just do
It's
them
a
It's a
so to
double
speak.
big
standard.
difference.
It's a
That's
double
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
standard.
that's a
I'm
definitely
gonna
a
yeah.
tell
good
you.
point.
I'm gonna tell you like this, right? I treat them different too. Well, I tried. I'm gonna say that I tried,
That's all you can do is
but
try.
my daughter is more like me than I ever thought could happen.
Mm.
Yeah,
So I had to
yeah,
whoop ass.
Wow.
Like
yeah.
it was. I tried not to do it. I tried my best. And I explained it to her. I don't want to whoop your ass, but if I explain something to you, if you do something, I'm not gonna whoop your ass. But after we talk about it, and you tell me you understand, and don't tell me you understand it and you don't, because you know it's gonna happen. That's how I had to go with my daughter, because she was. I don't even know. I thought I didn't know where she came from until I had to think back at my life. I was
Yeah.
like, man, hold the fuck up.
That
Like,
that
what the
that's
fuck
you
is this?
all over. That's you all over.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
And the
And see
female
yeah.
me
version.
God damn.
when my daughter was younger, I just give her a certain look or a certain tone in my voice. And it's like she'd get it right away. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's
Man, I
more like
gave my
more
daughter the
more like
look.
like intimidating or I don't know, but it worked. You know what I mean?
It
It
worked.
worked.
I
Yeah,
Now my
gave,
son,
yeah.
I
I had to
gave,
thump him a couple times. You know what I mean? I had to
I
thump
gave
young
my
boy a couple
daughter the
times.
look, and she gave me the look right back.
Ooh wee.
Oh, he was looking at himself in the mirror.
I
Yeah.
said,
See,
hey,
I was soft for my daughter because I felt that, in my opinion, I didn't want me male hands touching my daughter. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want
Yeah.
to get that
I can
wrong.
understand that.
Um,
Yeah,
so I didn't want
Ain't
that.
no manual.
You know what I mean?
Ain't
it
no
ain't.
So
manual.
It ain't.
I'm admit I was soft. She spoiled to this day, and that's because of me. You know what I mean? It was silver spoons because I made her that way. But
Yeah,
Hey,
I
and
raised
and
my daughter and my son's different. I wasn't really worried about the fellas. I'll talk to them, but yeah, they gonna go outside and get skinned up. But my daughter, I explain things that down to the
yeah,
finest detail with her to make sure she's straight. Cause I know how little boys can be. Cause I know how I
right.
was.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
my fucking name. I mean, come on now. So
yeah.
I was real soft with her, and I explained everything to the detail, to the
The,
T with
the,
her. And like when that Neil P said it best, man. All I had to do was look at her or change the tone in my voice, and she like, yeah, I
yeah,
got you. But my
yeah,
sons,
something serious
nigga,
right now. Yeah.
I gotta snap. I had to snap them up,
I
throw
got
them
to
on the wall.
piggyback
Like,
off
how
of
the
that because you know
fuck
what's
you
so
what?
crazy? You know what's so crazy? I piggyback off of that one, Marla. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I used to get my daughter. We used to do role play. I act like the dude I'm trying to pick you up. You know what I mean? So I would tell her all the lines. So I would feed her all the bullshit. So when the nigga, I mean, young man come up to her, oh my dad, nah, this you ain't for real.
She
And I
want
always
this
taught
back.
her, no
Yeah,
glove, no glove, no love. And she said that in school one day. The teacher called me, like, where'd you learn that at? My dad taught me, no glove, no love. Yeah, you gotta put
Yeah.
protection on. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
better
I
at
I,
home
I
than
had to
in the
role play
streets.
with her, man. So
Hey,
yeah,
Word.
so and
hey, man,
hey,
we all learning.
that's how
Ain't
I
nobody
do it.
perfect, man.
That,
Ain't
We ain't
that,
hey,
taking nothing away from how our parents raised us. It's just we try to do different from how we
It's
were
different.
raised to
better.
make
It's
them
Gotta
better.
do
different.
better.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, we
it,
try to
Yeah.
different.
make
it,
them
it it
better.
goes right into that topic of what communicating. You know what I'm saying? We
Communicating.
communicating. We
Yeah.
bam. We talk to you,
There it
tell you
is.
what's going on.
Right.
Yeah,
Tell
Right.
me, and
I
then
had
I
a
won't do it. Instead of whooping my
I
ass,
had I had
And
a
let them have a voice.
yeah,
I show them that they
yeah,
got a voice.
yeah.
We ain't had no voice. We
No.
were scared to have a voice, especially around our parents.
tremble.
Outside, we good,
hey,
but inside, nigga, there was no
the the
comfortableness.
the worst back
Nah.
in the day is go get the
No deep
belt.
couch sitting.
Take the belt to him and get your
Go
ass
Yeah,
get
whooped.
it.
That was the
go
worst.
get it. Go
Go
get it.
get it.
Go
Yeah,
get it.
Go
yeah,
get that belt.
yeah.
Get that
Or a
belt
Belts.
and stick it to
switch
I'm
his
or
going
a
to go
forehead.
get
extension cord.
I'm going to get the. I'm going to get the cheapest. But I don't want the
The
leather
the
one. I'm going to get
smallest
the fake
everything.
leather one.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
But
yeah.
Yeah.
remember the
So
belts. Remember the
so
belts
Oh,
so
with
That
the big
yeah.
old ass.
the
so
buckle.
Yeah.
babe, bro, I see your mind brewing, man. What you about to say? I see you brewing over there, man.
I'm just I'm thinking about that communication because it took me a long time to figure out that I wasn't the signal was being thrown to me, but I wasn't catching it like this. All right, pause.
Yeah.
Like okay, you know you got kids and then they all got a different
If
part of you.
this
You know what I
can
mean?
say pause, no, go ahead.
They all got a different part of your personality, right? So
Yeah.
each one of these ladies and gentlemen got a different part of me. And when it get reflected back to me, I wasn't understanding it. So I wasn't the communication was there. Like for instance, like my daughter, she was on, I ain't working for nobody. I'm making my own money. I don't like people telling me what to do. That's one of my traits, but she's the extreme version of it. So she said it to me one day, and I took it as disrespect. Like, what? You ain't working? Don't she said like, you know what I mean? And I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
you.
Yeah.
That's
Mm-hmm.
you.
That's
Then
where
you
that
got this.
listening ear come in.
Then you got this real calm one. I think he too nonchalant. I said, wait a minute. That's you again. That's that other part of you.
Hmm.
And you know what I mean? I got the real sensitive one, the hypersensitive dude, ready to flip out at the drop of a hat. That's the so I had to learn to communicate with each one of them in a different way because I might have been using the same recipe on everybody, and that shit was a disaster.
Yep.
Once I figured
A
out I had to deal with
disaster.
each personality separately and don't
Yep.
be comparing them to each other, don't be comparing their
Yeah,
progress or none of that,
yeah,
that's when
Exactly.
I got it together as far as my communication.
yeah.
And
Boom.
you know what that stems
Yeah,
from? That's emotions. Because us, we was taught hardness, no love. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Some of us
yeah,
got love,
yeah,
nurtured, some of us didn't. So that the
yeah,
emotions, they some kids were their emotions different. So now we got to learn
yeah.
emotions. Feel, you know, in the part of the feelings and the communication. We was like, man, shut up. What? All right, well I gotta shut up.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
say another word. All right, so you be quiet. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
It's crazy
Not
how
knowing why.
we was tough
Yeah.
love. Yeah, you know what I mean? But now
yeah.
we older. We all got 50 years. You know, we learned different. Wasn't no manual. I guess they, it wasn't
Another
no manual.
another thing is they talk about we jumping off the porch. Nigga, there was no porch when we grew up. Everything was streets. There
Yeah,
was no porch.
Everything was
And
street.
and if you wasn't a street dude, you was still out there. You just had to figure out how to maneuver around the rest of the people.
Had
Right.
to figure out your pocket, your
Yeah, you
lane.
just had to figure it out. There was no sidewalk, no nothing. It was straight.
All street.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You
A
stepped out
hundred
that
miles
door.
an hour.
You stepped out that door. You was on the
Yeah,
street.
yeah, yeah.
Wasn't no halfway point. Wasn't no the door,
None
the
of that.
porch, and you looking at it, and then you jump.
Nah,
Ah,
we
as soon as
wasn't.
you
We didn't grow up sitting on the porch looking at everybody play. Nah, we
not
yeah,
didn't
at
do
all.
that.
Not at all.
yeah. Explain
Not
that.
at all.
Hey, I
We
That is
was
remember
crazy.
I
we was
remember
in
being
shape
so
though.
far from
You
the
know what I
crib. We used
mean?
to ride. Hey, listen, we used to ride our bikes to the mall.
To the
Yeah,
For
mall.
real.
yeah. To the swing
That's a
shop,
far ride,
I did the
dog.
swing shop. I never did the mall.
I went
swing
to the
I
shop.
never
mall.
went all the way to the mall. I did the
I
swing
went
shop.
I ain't
880,
never go to the mall either, but I
885,
went to the swing shop.
885. Worst thing I ever did, man.
And I ain't never ride A85.
Never. Me
And
I'm
neither.
you,
glad I
boy, I
wasn't
came
with
back
your ass.
51. So it's like
And for
once
the
you get
listeners
out
that don't
there,
know where
you got to come
885
back.
is, it's a small. Yeah. You tell them about
885.
885 where is that? It's in what's that considered? West Mifflin, Jefferson? We don't even know. It's just long.
That's
That's
I
I
think
it's
that's
don't,
in
Jefferson.
nigga.
With no
I think it's
sidewalk.
Jefferson.
You ain't
yeah.
supposed to be
But
on
you
that
gotta
unless
travel
you
That's
in
through
Not at
outer
all.
Clary.
outer.
Yeah.
That was outer Clareton.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta
yeah.
travel through Clary,
Once you go
Pleasant
past the
Hills,
park,
then
you in.
you went to
Once you go
Three
past the
Borough.
park, you was in outer Clareton. Yeah, you
Three
was
Yeah,
in
for
outer
Borough.
Clareton
those,
after
for
you left the Battle
those,
Park.
for those that don't know what Clareton is, Clareton, Pennsylvania, like
Yeah.
20 minutes from Pittsburgh.
Lamar
Yeah.
Valley.
That's where we
C
at.
C
We in
Town.
Lamar Valley.
C
C-Town
Town. You
finest.
know what I mean? So
It's,
you see us throwing that when you see us throwing them C's, it's for Clareton.
there it
Yes,
Yeah,
is.
You
sir.
see us throwing C's up, we for Clareton. We grown men, you know what I mean? It's just no disrespect to nobody, but we throw them C's for Clareton. But yeah,
Yeah.
so
That's the big difference, man. Them kids is in the house and we is outside. I
so
walked
yeah.
down 51 to the swing shop to steal bike parts out of the goddamn dumpster, bro, to put my own bike together so I can ride.
Yeah.
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 yeah,
They threw them back there.
speaking
They
Wait.
of
they
that,
actually
you
they
got
actually
Where you
threw them
get
back there
half
for
like
us.
that?
Yeah. They actually threw them
speak they
back there
did throw
for us.
the parts back there.
Yeah. Then threw the inner tube
Speaking
in
of
the
putting
tree.
bikes together, you talking about putting bikes together because you know them Sigmas and Schwinn's and all that was three, four, five
yeah,
hundred dollar bikes in
yeah,
the
crazy.
80s. Now, if you look at that today, if you compare that to today, most 15, 16-year-old kids got a car already, and it's no, and it's normal.
Yeah,
So
That's
that's
crazy.
another form of that entitlement. They like,
That's
hey,
crazy.
I'm 15, Dad. It's about time. I got that permit. It's about time for you to go
Time
ahead
to
and
drive the whip.
drop that joint on me.
oh, oh, I ain't listening to that. You gonna earn.
Huh?
You gonna earn. This is
You
this
need a
is how I
car at
am, right?
15, 16?
You are gonna earn every little thing you do because
Hey,
I know how I was. If
my
it was
first car
given
was
to
a
me,
hundred
I ain't
dollars.
respect it like I earned it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
What you
can't
said?
get
Your
that
car
no
was
more.
your car was a buck.
My first car was a
Is that
hundred
what you
See,
dollars,
said?
$100, and
The
I
green
dropped the
joint.
engine, and I dropped it. Well, it wasn't green; it was black at first. It was
I remember the
black.
story, bro. I remember.
I
Watch this. I
dropped
remember
it,
the story. You told your
dropped the
dad, "Hey,
engine
dad,
in
that's
it,
a nice little car right there."
and
Man,
I dropped the
cars.
engine.
Yeah,
I put
got it.
some dualies on it, and I blew Marlove's doors off
So,
See,
in
see,
so,
see,
his
that's the thing.
yeah. How'd you
T
get that?
top what he had.
How'd you get that?
Yeah,
Here we go.
yeah,
How'd you get the
huh?
hundred
See,
dollars?
here we go. But
Was you
that's the
cutting
big
But
hair
you,
then?
difference.
Was you
but
cutting hair then?
who
Yes,
put the engine
sir.
in it?
I always had a hustle. Yep, yep. I
See,
found
Okay,
ways to
and you was
make a
doing
cutting
what?
hustle at
hair,
young.
shoveling snow, cutting grass.
You was
I
cutting every
found the
single one of
way.
our hair.
Yeah, I
And you see
oh
what
started
we
at
look
shit,
like now, right?
No
We all got
bullshit.
$2.
bald heads.
Butchering
You worked
everybody.
for it.
Yeah, I worked for it.
See how we butchered
Yeah,
now?
ain't no
We all
doubt.
got bald heads now.
That's probably why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
but that's
crazy.
that's the
Everybody on here
that
got a
difference.
ain't
bald
why.
head.
But that's
Everybody on here got a bald.
but that's the big
Except for
difference
George
though.
Jefferson with the
Every one of us was doing some kind of work. Was doing something
Yeah,
to make some money. Was doing something to try to earn. These kids, they if you the way they sit in the house, I don't see how they could possibly earn unless they trading or something. You know what I'm saying? They
or
just want it to
or,
fall in their lap.
or a
Yeah.
super
Yeah, and they
YouTuber.
want the bougie shit too, bro. They want
That's
the
what I'm saying.
boozy shit.
Something.
Ticky TikToky.
Bougie.
But
TikTok,
You
whatever it's
you
called.
remember when you got your pair of shoes, your new pair of shoes for the beginning of the
Made you
school year?
fast.
yeah,
Nigga, we rocked those all year with the toothbrush and the goddamn bar soap.
every
Yeah,
couple months
Toothbrush.
Yeah,
every couple months you get a pair. Then you had to have a summer job. Then when you got about 15, it's time to get a job.
Hey,
Yeah.
and they put them things on them sneakers because of us. That's my word.
What
I know
sneakers?
whenever
What
the
they put on
brass,
them?
one of the twins stepped on the back of my Scapic sneakers, man, and the whole back
Oh,
fell off, and I had to fight everybody over that.
not the
So
scalp
that's
it
why I'm a
sneakers.
sneakerhead now. So I started going into
scalp it.
sneakers, Brad. I
Got the
started going
sneakers.
into the goddamn store, the little famous footwears or whatever, where they got both of the sneakers in a box.
yeah, I did
Take
that too.
mine
Yeah.
off, put mine in a
I
box,
did
put a
that
Yeah.
too.
pair
I
on,
had
and
I had
I'm
every
out.
pair of Converse, the leather Converse with every color. Nigga.
Right, right.
Mhm. I
Hey,
remember
That was
man,
going
when them
that was
British Knights came
that
through.
was Payless.
So look at
Payless.
this. Think how much was them sneaks we was getting back then compared to what you got to buy your kid today?
Oh
Man, it's
man,
like
Oh man,
$25, $30.
shit.
bruh.
Air Force
You
Ones
know,
was
you
Yeah,
got
$25.
parents. You
yeah.
got parents that'll spend half of their check on one pair of shoes for one kid.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
You got a parent that busts her ass or a dude busting his ass working, getting 20 something dollars an hour, maybe 25, and you got to buy maybe three. You got three kids. You might have to buy three pair of $300 plus sneakers. Don't let
every,
them be Louis
every month.
Gucci joint type of kids. You
Every
get a
time a shoe
check for
drop.
about 1,500, and you buy $900 in sneakers.
oh no,
Gosh,
that
You
ain't
talking
happening.
that that
that ain't even responsible as a parent. But
No, it's not.
how normal is it?
And then
and,
the
Very
and
same, and the
just like you
same
super
said,
parent,
normal.
that's
the
like you
same.
saying. The prom lineup is completely different now, bruh. They come to the prom with Louis and Gucci on.
Of
Yeah,
course.
What?
Yeah.
Prada. Yeah,
What?
Product of
But
their
You
you
know
got
what
a
else?
environment
$1,000 shoes on, bruh.
for
yeah.
one
We was
day.
And you
going.
think
If we went to the prom, we had on slippery Earl, nigga.
I told I
Slippery.
broke I broke that I broke the pay grade down to my son so he will understand what I'm doing when I'm doing it for him. Look, I make this much. your parent would have never told you what they made and how
No,
they work and all
never,
this. I had to
never.
make him understand this
That's
is
that
what I make right
communication that
here.
we needed. We
This
needed
car
that.
note, this car note, insurance, bills, food, college, this, clothes, that this. How much money do you think I make? How do you think I make this happen off of this check right here? That's
Right?
why we talking about that goes with the communication and the
Yeah,
entitlement. That's
yeah.
why he understands what I'm doing and he respects what I'm doing and appreciates it.
Hmm.
That's why he's with me. He ain't got the entitlement issue because I'm letting him know, like, yo, you don't never
This
see
That
is
me, do
where it's
you?
coming from.
You
that's
never see
that
me.
that's
You know
that
why? Because
budget.
I'm working 60, 70 hours.
You know what that is? That
I
was a
work
form
for
of
Mm.
you.
budget. You showed them
Ain't
how
that
to
crazy?
budget. We weren't taught how to budget. We just know this
Yeah.
is all that's in the pot. Okay,
We weren't
tell us
taught.
the budget. This is the budget. All right,
Man,
I gotta
all we
buy
was taught
food.
was don't do that.
This.
Don't do
Don't
this.
eat this.
Ass is whooped if you do it. That's
But
it.
instead
Yeah.
of
Don't
telling
touch
us
this in the
this is the
Hey,
budget.
refrigerator.
cause I said so. Cause I said so. That's what we got.
Yeah.
Cause I said don't do it. Why?
And
Cause
we
I
and we
said so.
and we needed them explanations so we could understand and process it better. We
In,
Yeah,
needed
in
it.
the
wouldn't be so
same
confused.
in the same token, that type of discipline saved a lot of lives
It
because
did. It
you
did.
got that, and the street didn't whoop your ass or take you up out of here because
Right.
you knew from the door once you touched that, you knew that stove was hot the first time. You knew that
Yeah.
stove was
Hmm.
hot before you touched it. And
Right.
it wasn't no. I ain't telling you why it's hot, nigga. I just told you it was hot. Don't touch it,
Right. Right. Right.
or this gonna
Exactly.
happen to you. So
Yeah,
it was
it
good
got its
and
pros.
bad.
It got its pros and cons. Yeah,
It was good and bad. Yeah.
definitely
No
got its
doubt.
pros
No
and
doubt.
cons.
No
But
doubt.
we turned. Seems to me like we all turned out pretty good.
Yeah, because we grew
Yeah.
up with that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
grew up with
We
that,
turned out pretty
and
good.
we use a percentage of it, and we using a percentage of it, some of it, in our
Yeah.
parenting. I
Lot
use a
of
lot
us.
of it. I ain't gonna lie.
Lot
Yeah, I'm
of
about to
us.
say,
And
Lot
yeah,
of
I
us
we
use a
had
all
lot
to.
of it.
turned out.
It's not just that. We grew up with communication skills. We actually was face to face with each other, conversating, communicating with each other,
That's
and
why
communicating with the people outside. They don't know how to do nothing but text. They don't even talk on the phone. They text.
it's more important now for the parents to communicate with them so they can learn communication. Like have conversations with your kids about everything. I
Yeah.
mean, like
There it
conversations,
is.
drawn out
Yes, sir.
conversations.
Yes,
Don't have
sir.
them scared to talk to you.
Yes,
You
sir.
Yeah.
know,
There it
I've
is.
heard each one of y'all say this. I've heard I've heard everybody say this, and I say the same thing. Man, you gotta talk to me, bro, because if you don't talk to me, I can't help you. If you lie to me, I can't help you. I don't care
Right.
what you do. Just tell me what it is so we can fix it.
Right.
I can't help
There
you
it
no other
is.
way.
There it is.
You
Fuck,
know?
man. I
That's
can
just
hear
what it
y'all, but
is.
I ain't on here.
So you
Man,
gotta
Yeah.
fellas, I think
definitely
we lost mom,
communication
fellas.
definitely gotta be there. What happened?
I think we lost mom.
Phone dropped off.
But
Yeah,
yeah, man, that
39%.
was that was heavy, fellas. I'm glad to hear all y'all perspectives and point of views, man.
Right.
Anybody else got anything they want to elaborate on or what we need to do?
Uh,
Communication is the key. I'm
yeah,
learning
it is.
these young
It is.
people's language.
It
They don't
is.
speak it. They don't speak in words. They speak in like acronyms. Like, bro, what does that mean?
Can y'all hear me?
I
I be
asked. I
lost.
don't know
What
what you're talking about.
Hey,
What that mean?
I
what
be lost. The
when
Lord
I
have
lingo
when I
mercy.
now,
say
I be lost.
communication, that means listening first. As a parent, you gotta hear them. I mean,
Hmm.
not just listen. You gotta hear what they saying.
Right.
Make
And you
them
And
don't
move
you
explain it
accordingly.
if you don't
and
understand.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Because
Hear them out and then move
we
accordingly.
ain't gotta live in their body. We
and
don't
and
gotta live
you
in their body.
nah, but you
Cause
and
you
you
know
Yeah.
gotta
you
listen to understand, not listen to respond. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
at
I
That's a
one
had
big
point,
real
thing.
go ahead, S.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead, you got it. No, I was gonna say at one point in time back in the day, I realized I was kind of evil, man. Like I ain't want to hear nothing. It was my way or no way. I had to get out of that though,
Yeah,
because like you said,
How'd
yeah,
that
that's
me
work
not
out? Are
too.
you talking about with
communication.
your kid?
Well, that and just in general, just conversating. You know
And
what I
being
mean?
a
It's either
kid,
yeah, yeah. A lot of
and
traits
being
Oh,
a
I
came
thought
from
you.
when
kid,
you
we
was
all
young.
had that.
Yeah, yeah. But you got to know how to
I'm going this
recognize that
either
within
way.
yourself. Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
Yeah,
recognize it
because we
within
were
yourself. Because if you don't, you can't change it.
yeah.
right.
You can
Right.
Well, we were.
your parents can give you
Hey,
a
hey, can y'all
hour
hear me? Can
conversation
y'all
before
hear
you
me?
leave out the house. You
We
still
ain't
going
heard
out the
nothing.
house to do what you was going to do before they even had
Hmm.
that conversation.
But
You
Hmm.
know,
Charlie Brown's teacher, womp 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 womp
Yeah,
womp womp.
yeah, yeah,
Stop the
check it
record
out
so I
though.
can leave.
You know
Pew!
what?
Stop,
Don't.
stop, stop.
You know what was so dope about our parents though? Once they found out what we was doing and they knew they couldn't stop it, they made the best way to make us safe doing what we was going to do.
yeah,
That's why we was on somebody's porch when we start
yeah,
drinking and partying and all that.
yeah,
All right, well, if
yeah,
that's what's going to be, you know what I mean, you do it right here. Don't be out
Hmm.
in
yeah,
them streets doing that. And they knew we was all together and all
yeah,
that. We was close by, and the parents knew each other. The parents spoke to
yeah,
each other.
Damn,
They
I
ain't
was just
even have
about
to
to
be the
say that.
best of friends, all that. But they could
yeah,
communicate with each other. And they over there, or they over here,
yeah,
and
Now,
your mom knew, your
now,
dad knew.
now the kids that
Yeah.
are so-called friends with each other, the parents don't even know each other. They don't even know they exist. Like whose child is that? Who's their mother? Who's their father?
yeah,
All that's gone out the window now, man. It's like,
yeah,
All of
yeah.
that
It
is
is.
gone.
Right.
Every time you come into my Gram's crib, she had a list of all y'all phone numbers next to the phone on the
and
wall, man.
she knew our
If I
whole
ain't come
family.
home at a certain time, she everybody. She was hitting the numbers. But she
Yeah,
knew y'all was gonna bring
yeah.
me home and knock on the door and drop me off and run.
Nigga, stop that. Stop that. Stop that. You was acting a Jamar asshole sure as usual.
Back
Hey
then,
man, y'all boys bang on the door,
back
run,
then.
leave me there.
No,
Hey,
we
we
knocked
got
on the
you
door
hung,
so she
nigga.
could open the door. We had you
Yeah, we
there,
got
right? We
you
stood
hung.
you up. And then we turned, then we looked. No, it was me and May. Rang the bell. And then we turned around. This nigga, we look. We like, where'd he go? He gone. He in the bushes.
Oh
And
man.
me and May standing there looking at each other like, which way did he go? Like that dumb cartoon. Which way did he go? Which way did he
Yeah,
go? I was like, he set us up. Because remember, Ben takes you up under the
yeah.
bed.
That
Could
nigga
you
set
imagine?
himself up.
Imagine if that was. See, we ain't dealt with that. I haven't dealt with that. One of them coming home sloshy, coming stumbling in
I
the door. I ain't dealt with that. I ain't seen it.
Yeah, it's
I
neglected.
now I do got a couple stories about. Yeah, I do got, but they was right up under my nose. You know what I mean? Graduation party
Hmm.
type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
I done seen a little something, something like, okay, he's toasted.
yeah. I
Y'all
used to,
ain't going nowhere.
I used to go in the house after the
You
crate
stick a fork
parties.
in him, he is
Not
roasted.
the crate
After
party.
crate parties, I used to go in the
Yeah.
house and hug the porcelain sometime.
Not
And
the
ugh,
crate party.
wake up
They
still
don't
there.
they don't know about them
them
crate
crate
parties.
parties was vicious.
Yeah, they don't know
Man,
about
them
the
I won't
crate
sick.
allow
parties.
it. You had the
It
weakest
was sick.
stomach out of the crew, Neil P. So I don't know. You be in
I
the parking
still
lot all
do.
the time or
I
bent over.
still do.
Nah. The Simmons
I
kicked
s-
in.
The what?
the
The
what?
Simmons kicked in after 30. The Simmons kicked in after 30, nigga.
Hey,
You heard me.
Yeah. Hey,
I
Hey,
remember.
man, you got to end with that. You got to end with that Chitlin story, though, man. That was still. It wasn't long enough for us, though. We still ain't get to the bottom of it, right? Neil P, go ahead. Tell me that
because
story again, man.
man talk about
Like,
a different
cause
scenario,
it got
man.
cut off.
Yeah, he
Man talk
don't
No,
know
about
because I know where
we
we was at.
always got the chitlins from
It had
the
to be too. Because
No,
any money, it had to been two situations, right?
no.
Because
I
any money,
guarantee
if
you.
he calls mom right now,
You know I
she gonna
got the
say,
chitlins in the
"Yeah,
fridge.
I gave him the cup of chitlins in the red cup."
Mm-mm.
Cause
You
we was in
got
front
them.
of your house. I jumped in your car in front of your house.
We was in front of your house.
We was in front of your crib, man.
Not Bob's. Bob's
What
Bob
was
didn't
Mar
make
Yeah,
Love's, Neil?
Bob
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 didn't
didn't
cook
make chitlins.
chitlins.
She didn't make chitlins.
man, you crazy.
Bob
Who?
did
Bob
not
didn't
cook
make
chitlins.
All right, okay.
Bob
So if
did
she
not
didn't
cook
Mm.
make
chitlins.
if Bob didn't make the chitlins, what happened was you got them chitlins from Neil's crib, but then we went around the corner to Mar Love's crib
Yeah,
because
had to
we
happen.
left from Mar Love's crib. I know that for a
Had to
fact, and
happen. And
I know
Neil
y'all
P
had cups
probably
of chitlins.
smelt them on the way. Like, nigga, what the
Y'all
What
fuck are
the
had
you
cups of
doing?
chitlins. That was crazy. That was
Hey,
You
listen,
see,
that
crazy.
was
hey, I
that
can
was
still, I
disrespectful
Sausages
on
still,
smelling
I
like
so
still,
many
chitlins.
levels.
I still remember, his face, and his lips was tooted up. Like, I was like,
Tune it up
Hey,
like two
man,
to Paul.
that was
yeah,
so
yeah,
disrespectful,
yeah.
man.
Did you just get in my
Have to
car
be
with
more careful.
a cup of shit?
Hey, look, I probably just put the
Steam
fresh
coming
air
from it,
freshener
straight
in
out
there and
the.
everything. You know what I mean? I probably had the dashboard all shined in to get my car some stinky ass shitlings.
Hey,
What club we
and
going
that
to,
Yeah,
aroma
fellas?
stayed in your vents.
Not in this car,
And
nigga.
that shit don't leave. That smell
Mm,
don't
mm,
leave, bruh.
mm.
that was out of control.
That's
The
nasty.
liquor washed it away.
Mm, mm,
I
mm,
had to drink some straight something.
That
Back
was
then, it was
crazy.
mm.
probably some Seagram's gin or some shit.
Yeah. Now, what about that transition? Remember, you know what's so crazy? How we all transition from being street niggas to working
Hmm.
niggas.
Yeah,
You
Oh
gonna
That's the
man,
right
elaborate
thing.
on that?
yeah,
You
It's the
know,
right thing to
yeah,
do.
is that another
yeah.
topic? You know, we'll tune in for
Let's
that
get into
next
that.
topic.
Let's
Yeah.
Yeah, I
get
think
into
they need to
that.
tune into
Let's get
that.
into
That
that.
let's
that's
have
a
a vote. Let's let the people vote on it. Hey, all the people put in the comments if you want to hear about how it transitioned from a street dude to what should I say, a blue collar, white collar,
No,
civilian, whatever you want to
who
call it.
who who on here is white, motherfucker?
Hey,
We
don't y'all
we
got
blue.
businesses? Don't y'all got your own businesses?
yeah.
Hey,
That's white
Man,
That's
collar.
white collar.
hey,
That's white collar.
hey.
you can edit that one.
Cut it, cut it, cut it.
We gonna
Because
leave y'all like this. We look at y'all's cup to see if y'all got enough. Y'all look in our cup to see if we got more than y'all. The differences tell everything. We are not the same.
Hey, be easy.
say it again.